How good of a person are you? A few years ago, I had this friend. Let's call her Berry because she was sweet like berries. If you run a poll on everyone who knew her or knew of her, asking just one adjective to describe her, I can almost guarantee nice would get 99.9% of the votes. Oh, Berry is such a nice person. What was the general sentiment? And honestly, I thought so too at first. But the more time I spent with her, the more I realized something. Very sweetness, it was all an act. Well, mostly an act, to be fair. He put on her biggest, brightest smile for people. Tell them compliments. Laugh at their jokes, no matter how painfully unfunny. And I agree with everything he said. That was when they were around. The moment they left, oof, the nastiness would come out. He'd finally say how she truly felt about them. And it was rarely ever good. Certainly not as glowing as she had acted to their faces. You know, I might have a little PTSD from that friendship because to this day, whenever I hear someone being repeatedly described as such a nice person, I can't help but to give them a bit of a side eye. Now, have you ever met someone like that? Are you one of such people? The ones overly preoccupied with being perceived as good. At first, they can fool you. They put on perfect act. But once you get closer, you start to see the cracks. You realize all their energy goes into looking kind rather than actually being kind. They are experts at disguising their selfishness as altruism, smiling to your face and tearing you down the second you're out of earshot. People like that can be exhausting to deal with. I certainly am exhausted dealing with them. Honestly, they remind me of someone else. Someone famous for doing the exact same thing. He's a little smaller than Barry, has 8 legs, and has a reputation for getting into all kinds of trouble. Can you guess who it is? Anansi. Because in today's story, we see him doing exactly what Barry did. Posing as one thing, while secretly being the polar opposite. Except in his case, it involves plantains, a whole lot of canning, and just a teeny tiny bit of bread. This is the story of Anansi and the Plantains. So last time we saw Anansi turn up his nose at plantains. But as the famine dragged on, Even our picky little spider started feeling it. Everything was still dry. Crops were gone, the rivers had turned to dust, and people's bellies were still growling. And Anansi, our favorite little Spider-Man, he was hungry, even desperate. One day, he's trudging along the dusty road, muttering to himself, when he spots someone. It's right. Time. And even better, Rat is carrying something golden, glowing, and delicious looking. Plantains, ripe, sweet, roasted by the sun itself. Anansi's eyes widen. His mouth instantly begins to water. Hey, Rat, my brother, please. I haven't eaten any food. My children are crying. My wife is weak. Just give me 5. Just 5 plantains. He pleads desperately with Rat. Rat looks at him, sighs. You know what? Take this, my friend. Feed your family. And he hands him 4 plantains. Yeah, Anansi asked for 5, but hey, beggars can't be choosers, right? Anansi scurries home victoriously with his 4 plantains. Now, here's the thing. Anansi has a wife and 3 children. That's Anansi, his wife. 1, 2, 3 children. That's 5 people. And yet he has 4 plantains. The math is a math, right? So what does Anansi do? He magnanimously hands out 1 plantain to each member of his family. 1 to child 1, 1 to child 2, 1 to child 3, and the final one to his wife. And him, what does he do? He just sits there, forlorn, empty plate, hands folded, looking like a martyr. Occasionally, though, he would make sure to let out a long, loud moan or 2. And of course, his family notices. His wife turns to him. But what about you? Anansi sighs. No, you go ahead and eat it. I'll survive. Whoa, Anansi the stoic. Since when? Anyway, it works. It works too well. His wife looks at her plantain, breaks it in half, and gives Anansi 1. Child number 1 has the same. Child 2, same. Child 3, you guessed it, same. By the time dinner is over, each person has eaten half a plantain. Each person, that is. Except Anansi. Now let's do the math. 4 halves make 2 wholes. Anansi had eaten 2 whole plantains, more than anyone else in his family. And neither of them the wiser. He didn't steal. He didn't lie. Well, he's omitting the truth line. That's debatable. He just let them believe what they wanted to believe. Now he could have simply put all the plantains together, split them evenly among his family. But no. This way, he could look like the long-suffering hero, devoted husband, admirable father, all while being the best fed spider in the room. Now, that is not just a spider. That's a whole puppet master in disguise. So next time someone gives up something a little too quickly and says, don't worry about me, take their plate. Because sometimes you're not just looking at their actions. You may want to consider their motives as well. Go check